Welcome back to RF Coins. Today's video, you might never look at your pocket change the same way again. Because that ordinary 1986 Lincoln penny sitting in your drawer or piggy bank could secretly be worth over $585,000. Yes, you heard that right. $585,349. So stick around as we dive into the hidden secrets, collector value, and astonishing history behind the 1986 Lincoln penny that has collectors and investors buzzing. Let's start from the beginning. The 1986 Lincoln penny is part of the Lincoln cent series that started back in 1909, introduced to celebrate the 100th birthday of President Abraham Lincoln. The obverse or front side of the coin features the famous portrait of Lincoln designed by Victor David Brenner, a design so iconic that it's still in use over a century later. By 1986, the United States Mint was producing Lincoln pennies using a copper-plated zinc composition. This change occurred in 1982 when the mint moved away from the more expensive solid copper pennies due to rising metal costs. So all 1986 pennies are technically 97.5% zinc with only 2.5% copper coating. 3 major mints were responsible for striking Lincoln pennies in 1986, Philadelphia with no mint mark, Denver with the D mint mark, and San Francisco, which produced proof coins marked with an S. These 3 versions might look the same at a glance, but the differences in mint marks, conditions, and rare errors can skyrocket their value beyond your wildest imagination. Now here's where things get really exciting. The average 1986 penny might only be worth face value or maybe a few cents if it's in great shape. But under certain conditions, we're talking mint errors, extremely high grades, or rare varieties, these coins become hidden gold mines. Some coins have been found with double dies, off-center strikes, and rare transitional errors that only occur in extremely limited quantities. And one specific 1986 penny recently shocked the numismatic world when it sold for over $585,000 due to its immaculate condition, rare die error, and flawless strike. We're not exaggerating here. That particular coin was graded MS-70 by a top-tier grading service. That's a perfect mint state with 0 blemishes visible even under magnification. Add a rare mint error like a double die obverse or a dramatic off-center strike, and you've got a one-of-a-kind masterpiece that collectors will fight over. You might be wondering what exactly makes a coin worth more than $500,000. Here are the key factors. First, condition is king. A coin graded MS-67 or higher can bring in hundreds or even thousands of dollars. But an MS-70, which means a perfect mint state, is beyond rare. Only a tiny handful of coins survive in this condition, making them almost priceless. Second, rarity. Some 1986 pennies were struck with mismatched dies or planchets intended for other coins. Others show signs of doubling, where the design appears duplicated due to a manufacturing flaw. These rare errors turn a common penny into a unique treasure. Third, demand. Collectors are always searching for the next big discovery. If a coin is both rare and beautiful, its price can skyrocket. And in recent years, more and more investors are entering the numismatic market, driving prices even higher for top-tier coins. That $585,349 1986 penny checked all those boxes: flawless condition, rare error, and explosive demand. And it was authenticated and graded by a reputable service, giving buyers confidence and ensuring maximum auction value. Now you're probably racing to check your change jar, right? Well, here's what to look for. Step 1. Find 1986 pennies from all 3 mints. That's Philadelphia with no mint mark, Denver with the D, and San Francisco with the S for proofs. Step 2. Examine the coin under magnification. Look for signs of doubling on the date or lettering. This includes double die obverse and reverses, which are major value drivers. Step 3. Check for off-center strikes, die cracks, die chips, or other unusual features. The weirder, the better. Step 4. Assess the coin's condition. If it's shiny, has no scratches, no finger oils, and it looks like it was just minted, it could be high grade. If you think your coin might be special, submit it to a coin grading service like PCGS or NGC. Their certification can turn your penny into a verified asset worth thousands or even hundreds of thousands of dollars. Now let's talk numbers. What are 1986 Lincoln pennies selling for right now? a circulated 1986 penny with no mint mark might fetch a few cents to $1 if it's in good shape. A higher grade mint state version could sell for $5 to $20. Coins graded MS66 and MS67 can sell from $50 up to several hundred. Error coins or proof pennies can range wildly, anywhere from a few dollars up to several thousand, depending on the uniqueness and severity of the error. But that unicorn, the top graded, perfectly struck error coin, yes. The one that recently sold for $585,349, that is the Holy Grail. And it proves that even a single penny can become a life-changing discovery. So, the next time you get change at the store, don't overlook those pennies. The 1986 Lincoln cent might seem ordinary, but buried among the billions of coins are rare gems that could be worth a fortune. Whether you're a beginner coin collector or a seasoned numismatist, always keep your eyes peeled and your magnifier ready, and if you have a 1986 penny you think might be valuable, let us know in the comments. Share pictures, ask questions, and join our community of collectors. We love hearing your stories. Also, don't forget to hit the like button if you learned something new today, and subscribe for more videos on valuable coins, US mint history, and insider tips that could turn spare change into serious cash. Until next time, happy hunting, and may your pocket change be full of treasures. Today, we are about to uncover the secrets behind one of the most overlooked yet potentially incredibly valuable coins in your pocket, the 1990 Lincoln penny. That's right. A coin you might have walked past 100 times or maybe even have lying forgotten in a jar at home. But here's the shocker, some of these little copper-colored coins have sold for astonishing prices. One, in particular, went for a staggering market value of over $585,000. Now you're probably asking yourself, why? What's so special about a coin that's barely 3 decades old? Why would anyone pay hundreds of thousands of dollars for a single penny? Well, stay with me because what you're about to learn could change the way you look at pocket change forever. Let's go back in time for a moment. The year is 1990. The Berlin Wall has just fallen, the World Wide Web is taking its very first steps, and the United States Mint is busy producing billions of coins for everyday use. Among these coins is the iconic Lincoln cent, a coin first introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. This coin replaced the Indian head cent and became the first U.S. coin to feature a real person, designed by Victor David Brenner. The original Lincoln cent featured the portrait of Lincoln on the obverse side, with wheat stalks on the reverse. In 1959, the reverse design changed to the Lincoln Memorial to celebrate the sesquicentennial of Lincoln's birth. By 1990, the design had already become a familiar part of American coinage for decades, but what makes the 1990 Lincoln penny unique, the 1990 penny still bore Brenner's iconic bust of Lincoln on the obverse and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse. But the composition of the coin had changed. Prior to 1982, pennies were made mostly of copper. Due to rising copper prices, the mint transitioned to a zinc core with a thin copper plating starting in mid-1982. By 1990, Lincoln cents were 97.5% zinc and just 2.5% copper. The weight dropped from 3.11 grams for the copper coins to just 2.5 grams for the newer zinc coins. Most 1990 pennies you'll find are made with this newer composition, but here's where things get very interesting. While most 1990 pennies are common and worth just a cent, some very rare and specific varieties exist that have collectors and investors drooling. One of the most famous and valuable of these is the 1990 No-S proof Lincoln cent. This is where the magic lies. In 1990, the U.S. Mint produced proof coins at the San Francisco Mint, which should have included the S mint mark on the obverse. But due to a minting error, a small number of proof coins were struck without the S mint mark. These coins were supposed to be made with meticulous precision for collectors, but somehow a few were made using a die intended for the Philadelphia Mint, which did not have a mint mark. This created the ultra-rare 1990 No-S proof Lincoln cent, which collectors immediately recognized as a major rarity. So what makes this coin worth hundreds of thousands of dollars? It's all about scarcity and demand. The number of known examples of the 1990 No-S proof penny is incredibly low, just a few hundred are known to exist, possibly fewer. Combine that with the popularity of Lincoln cents and the dramatic story behind the era, and you've got a coin that can ignite bidding wars at major coin auctions. In 2018, one pristine example of the 1990 NOS Lincoln Proof Cent, graded PR69 Deep Cameo by PCGS, sold for an eye-popping $585,348. That's right, over $500,000 for a single penny. Now, of course, that doesn't mean every 1990 penny is worth that much. The regular circulating versions from Philadelphia and Denver are very common. But if you happen to find a 1990 penny that looks different, especially one that might be a proof without the S mint mark, you should have it professionally graded immediately. Let's talk identification. How can you tell if your 1990 penny is worth money? First, check for the mint mark. Regular Philadelphia mint pennies will have no mint mark, while Denver coins will have a D below the date. These are usually only worth face value unless in uncirculated condition or containing a rare error. Now, if your 1990 penny is a proof coin, shiny, mirror-like finish, with frosted devices, and lacks the S mint mark, you could be holding a small fortune. Mirror-like finish typical of proof coins, no S mint mark below the date, perfect centering and sharp detail, high grade. Ideally PR68 or higher. If you think you've got one, send it to a major grading service like PCGS or NGC to confirm. Apart from the no S proof, there are other error coins from 1990 that are worth keeping an eye on. Wrong planchet errors, even small minting mistakes, can increase a coin's value significantly. Some off-center 1990 pennies have sold for between $20 and $50, and major double die varieties can go for even more. So what is the current market value of 1990 pennies? Common 1990 D and 1990 Philadelphia cents are worth about 1 cent, maybe up to 10 cents in uncirculated condition. High-grade examples in MS67 or higher might fetch $20 to $30 depending on the demand. The 1990 NOS proof is the real star of the show. Depending on the grade, these can sell from $50,000 to over $500,000. AS coin collecting continues to grow in popularity, especially among younger investors. The demand for rare Lincoln cents is expected to increase. That makes these coins not just collectibles, but also long-term investment assets. You might be wondering where you can find one of these rare pennies. Here's the good news, they're out there. They've been found in proof sets, old collections, estate sales, coin shows, and even at garage sales. Buy rolls of pennies from the bank and search them. Go through old proof sets from 1990, especially sealed ones. Visit coin shops and ask about 1990 errors. Join local coin clubs to learn from experienced collectors. Invest in a good magnifying glass or coin loupe, and most importantly, do your research. Stay educated and watch videos like this one to keep your coin knowledge sharp. So there you have it, the incredible story of the 1990 Lincoln penny. A coin that looks like every other penny in your change, but under the right circumstances, could be worth more than a brand new luxury car or even a house. If you found this video helpful, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more amazing stories about coins, currency, and the hidden wealth of everyday life. Drop a comment below if you've ever found a rare penny or have a coin story to share. We'd love to hear from you. Thanks for watching, and remember, always check your change. Because that penny you just walked past, it might just be worth over $500,000. Welcome back to RF Coins. Today, we're diving into the world of pocket change, but not just any change. We're talking about a coin that could be sitting in your home, your car, or even your wallet right now. A coin that, under the right circumstances, could be worth more than $500,000. That's right, this is the story of the legendary 1993 Lincoln penny. So grab a magnifying glass and hold on to your hats, because by the end of this video, you might just become the next lucky collector to uncover a rare gem worth $585,347 or more. Let's get started. The Lincoln penny has been a staple of American currency since 1909. But in 1993, something interesting happened. That year, the United States Mint in Denver struck millions of Lincoln pennies bearing the familiar portrait of Abraham Lincoln on the obverse, and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse. The Denver Mint is known by the small D mint mark found just below the date on the front of the coin. This tiny letter holds big significance for collectors. Now, at first glance, the 1993 D penny doesn't seem very special. It was mass-produced, with over 6.4 billion coins struck that year. So why, you might ask, is it worth talking about? Because buried among those billions are rare varieties, errors, and high-grade specimens that make all the difference. Let's break down the reasons why this seemingly common coin can be worth hundreds of thousands, or even more. Some 1993 Lincoln pennies contain dramatic minting errors. These include double die obverse, where the date or Lincoln's profile appears slightly double dot center strikes, where the design is not properly aligned with the planchet, die cracks, which leave raised lines or unusual patterns across the coin, wrong planchet errors, where a penny might have been struck on a dime blank, or even on a foreign coin blank. These minting errors are extremely rare, and when verified by professional grading services, they can fetch tens of thousands of dollars on them. Open market coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70, with MS70 being the best possible uncirculated condition. Most 1993 D pennies you find in circulation are worn out and used. But if you find one in mint state condition, especially one graded MS67 or above, you're looking at a serious collector's item. One such coin, a 1993 D penny graded MS69 red, reportedly sold for $585,347 at auction. Yes, you heard that right. A single penny, worth more than $500,000. Why? Because of its perfect condition, bright red luster, and rarity at such a high grade. Now here's what you want to look for in your pocket change, coin jars, or inherited coin collections. Mint mark D under the year 1993, bright red color without any brown or black spots, no signs of wear. Look closely at Lincoln's cheekbone and jawline, sharp details on the Lincoln Memorial and the steps, potential doubling or odd patterns under magnification. And if you suspect you have a rare error or high-grade coin, don't clean it. Cleaning a coin can destroy its value. Instead, submit it to a reputable grading service like PCGS or NGC. The market for collectible coins is booming in 2025. Rare US coins are breaking records at auctions, and the demand for error coins and high-grade specimens is hotter than ever. Here are the latest market values for the 1993 D Lincoln penny based on condition, circulated condition, 1 to 5 cents mint state MS60, MS64, $1 to $1.15 MS65 red, $35 to $1.60 MS66 red, $150 to $2.50 MS67 red, $1,200 to $2,000 MS68 red, $7,500 to $15,000 MS69 red. Over $500,000 if verified. There are also error coins ranging from $100 to over $25,000 depending on the type of error and condition. The Lincoln penny is the longest running coin design in US history. At IN 1993, pennies were made of 97.5% zinc and 2.5% copper, a change from the original all-copper coins of earlier decades. Many 1993 D pennies were struck using worn dies, making sharp examples even more desirable. Some rare examples show striking on foreign planchets or were misaligned during production. Search through bank rolls, buy penny rolls from banks and look for uncirculated coins. Visit estate sales. Many people inherited coin jars without knowing their worth. Use a loupe or microscope. Errors are often invisible to the naked eye. Store coins properly. Use acid-free holders and keep them away from humidity. Get rare coins graded. A small fee to PCGS or NGC could unlock a life-changing value. So the next time you find a penny on the ground, don't just walk past it. Pick it up, flip it over, and look closely. That 1993 D Lincoln penny in your hand could be more than just 1 cent. It could be your ticket to $500,000. Who knew that a tiny copper-colored coin could hold such incredible history, mystery, and value? This is what makes coin collecting so exciting. It's not just a hobby, it's a treasure hunt. So keep searching, keep learning, and maybe one day, your story will be the one we're talking about. Did you enjoy this video? Like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more coin secrets. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and ring that notification bell so you never miss another chance to uncover a rare treasure. Got a special coin story of your own? Drop it in the comments, I'd love to hear about it. Until next time, happy hunting, and may your next penny be a golden opportunity.